Check, please.
Welcome back to Everything Money. In this video, we will teach you about the idea of valuation. All of those growth stocks that were so popular this past year, they're falling back down to earth. We are getting more views and subscribers. People are turning to us for the answers, and we can provide them right now. You're going to learn from Paul and Mo, a couple guys that own and operate over $100 million in real estate, multiple businesses, and stocks, and they are here to provide you and I with a mindset about finally looking at good evaluations and good companies when you're purchasing stocks. I bring in the boys. Welcome, Paul and Mo. How are you two?
Good.
I'm good.
Go ahead, Paul.
So valuation matters in an event at some point. Growth stocks can have great valuations, but what ends up happening is when your neighbor's 17-year-old pimply virgin kid is talking to you about these growth companies, that's when you need to be concerned. My good friend Gary Mashuris wrote a great article yesterday on his blog, and I shared it with our users, our subscribers, about how he teaches a value investing course and one of his students. So this is a person who literally took the time to say, I'm going to take a course about how to learn value investing. And he wrote Gary a long email telling him how Gary's missing out on Tesla and what he's wrong about on Tesla. And not once in the email did he bring valuation, fundamentals, anything in that. And this is a person who already picked, I'm going to learn value investing. Valuations will matter, and they will matter with a vengeance at some point. The question is when. We don't know. Just like we never know when the music stops when we're going around in musical chairs. We never know when the fire is going to occur. We never know any of these things ever. But at some point, it will matter, and it'll matter with a vengeance. And I'm just of the point, stocks are a voting machine in the short run and a weighing machine in the long run. What that means is the most popular ones are going to win in the short run, but in the long run, what's behind them, the fundamentals, the proper valuations will matter in the long run. And Mo and I have talked about this for a long time. Mo and I both spent a lot of time learning from Gary, learning more about valuations, about value investing. But most importantly, investing is about the behavior. It's about the psychology of how you look at these investments. The numbers are easy. The numbers are very easy. Guy Spear, in his book, The Education of Value Investor, talks about the analyst he hired who was a value investor who bailed on stocks at the wrong time. Why? He knew everything about the numbers, but he couldn't handle the insides. It was amazing to him. It caused him to stir. He's like, oh my God, this is a person I hired as my analyst who believed in everything I believed in and said he would buy when things were bad. And when things were bad, he bailed. That's what makes investing hard. It's not the numbers. It's the psychology of it. It's the behavioral aspect of it. What do you think, Mo?
No, it's exactly right. I said, I don't know if I said this on a show or anything last week, but I said, if you sit down 50 value investors in a room and you give them all the exact same company, the exact same numbers, they're all going to come to a roundabout area of where they think the company is worth. Now, are they all going to buy it? Who knows? Let's say all 50 of them buy it. All 50 of them are going to sell it at different points. Some are going to sell it immediately. Some are going to sell it long-term because all of it comes down to, can you manage emotion? We're all going to come up with a very similar number. Numbers are numbers. They are what they are. There's no changing them. Everything else is the emotion inside of you, and that's what you need to learn how to control. That's the hardest part about investing. Easily the hardest part about investing. Seth, a good example is you went into the little book that beats the market in 2020, and there was fraud with that one company. What was the name of the company?
Ebix.
Paul, you remember? Ebix, yeah.
Ebix. Yeah. And you sold it because you were like, well, there's fraud. It's like, no, that's deviating from exactly what the little book is supposed to do for you. You're supposed to stick to a process. Some companies are going to have fraud. Some companies are not. And it's all going to balance out in the end, but it's sticking to that process and just controlling the emotion. That's the most difficult part about investing. And that's why there's so few people that do it very well.
Yeah, Paul, I mean, Mo, I think at that time, still being new in the whole investing game myself, and I'm talking new like 3 years, I think I was thinking that a lot of our followers too, Paul, is they want to just buy a stock and it just starts going up. That's just...
If only were that easy.
And so we actually had to make a video, like, especially when we got into Alibaba, started talking about it, 200 getting in at 180. We had to make a very clear video to some of our followers, the essence of it. You're not going to buy it today and it instantly starts going up for the rest of time tomorrow. And so that's probably what I was thinking, Mo, is like, well, I must get out because it's going to go down. But
it's
ahead.
funny. We're in a group chat. Well, Paul's kind of in the group chat. But these guys, they just say everything that everything money picks goes down. And it's like, yes, but they don't understand it because they're the people that are out there buying Penn Gaming and probably Palantir and all of these things that go to the moon. They don't understand the dollar cost averaging down, that you're picking a company that is out of favor right now. It's undervalued for a reason. There's negative sentiment on it for a reason. The Alibaba, the Walgreens, the Intel, I don't know what else we have right now, but you're going to have to be able to buy it. And as it goes down, say, okay, I know this is a very good company. The core of the company is good. Stock price and company are not the same thing. That's a very important thing to understand. And it's very difficult for people to understand that. They think that the stock price is a direct reflection of the company, and it's absolutely not.
Yeah, so Paul, guide me and our viewers a bit. If I'm new to this and I got fried, it's funny, we have a Stock Mo survivor chat in our community of so many people who got fried on overpriced, overhyped stocks like Neo, Palantir. Where can we go from here? As valuations are starting to come into play, what kind of guidance can you give our new viewers?
Well, if you're looking for stocks that would be up during a down market, don't come here for that. What we're trying to teach here is a long process. How many times did people in last year thank me for a stock pick? And I'm like, first off, I didn't tell you to buy the stock. Secondly, don't thank me now. Thank me 10 years from now when your process has helped you beat the market by 2 or 3% a year. That's when you thank me. To thank somebody or criticize somebody with a process that's been proven that works over time because of results over a 6-month period, it's unfair. I criticize those YouTube channels because they don't have a process. They're just saying you have a process and make it have a process. Like, it's like me sitting there saying, this is purple. I can say all day long how this is purple. It's not purple. That's it. This is a duck. This computer is a duck. It's not a duck. I don't care how many times I say it's a duck. It is not a duck. It is a computer. So just saying you have a process doesn't make it that you have actually a process. Just saying you're a value investor doesn't make you a value investor. What makes you a value investor is not just understanding the numbers, but when the stocks fall and the fundamentals haven't changed, you're buying more. And that's what makes you a value investor. Other than that, you're just a regular person who likes to say that you're a value investor. Just like I used to love it when people would quote Warren Buffett all the time, and then their actions were totally different. There was a billionaire guy who I was on a panel with once who quoted Warren Buffett out the ass. But then he was a real estate guy. He goes, you need to go where other people aren't. Where was he invested? New York, Miami, and Atlanta. And I was just like, wait, and I remember calling him out. I'm like, wait a second. I talk about Iowa and South Dakota and Nebraska for investing in real estate. You talk about Miami, New York, and Atlanta. And he goes, well, yeah, but I'm in the areas of those cities where nobody else is in. I'm like, excuse me? What are you talking about? They're the 3 biggest cities. I mean, they're huge cities. Nobody's not in any part of that. That's what he didn't get. So he would just sit there and say these things because it sounds really great. Like, oh my God, that guy's quoting Warren Buffett. Okay, cool. Guys, guess what? I believe in hitting perfect golf shots. I'm Tiger Woods. Great, go do it now. No. But I believe in it. I'm saying I'm going to hit the great golf shot. I'm going to be able to stop my swing mid-swing when I hear clanking of keys in the background. I can say that all day long, but if I can't go up there and do that, it doesn't matter. It does not matter. By the way, that guy was buying retail deals in these big markets. How do you think retail is doing in the last few years in those markets? But hey, listen, you say the right things and it'll get all the minions out there, all the idiots out there to listen to you. And I'm fine with that. It frustrates me, but I have to be fine with that because I need those morons to be the ones everybody goes, yeah, but he's a billionaire, so he's right. Yeah, well, he's a billionaire, not because of a right process, though, because he was, in the last 40 years of his career, he was buying real estate in a growing economy with decreasing interest rates. That doesn't make him a genius. Nobody lost money in the last 40 years in real estate. We created all this software because our users wanted to be able to analyze companies without having to wait for us to make a video. This software allows them to do that. The things you get with this software, you get everything on this main page, the 8-pillar, all these tools right here, plus all the stuff coming. You get exclusive daily content. That's 1 to 3 videos a day that made by us just for our users. You get access to Seth Mo and I. You get 30 years of financial data, over 30 years of financial data. But most importantly, you get access to our community. So our community is over 6,000 people who've already bought this software. It's in a very organized chat. You can go in there and talk about everything imaginable, even crypto, even Tesla, all your value investing ideas, even personalized. We have people in there that are friends now. It's an incredible community. Join. All this is available for only $1 per day. There are 2 ways to sign up: everythingmoney.com or Patreon. The benefit of signing up directly with everythingmoney.com is we are not big enough to charge sales tax yet, so you're going to save on that sales tax for a while. And the other good news about the software is if you sign up today, every month the price to new subscribers goes up. So whenever you get your price, that is your price locked in forever. So this month it's $1 a day. Next month it's going to be higher. Last month it was lower. So when you sign up, we have people who are paying like 25 cents a day right now because they signed up so early. So sign up now, $1 per day, less than a cup of coffee, gets you access to all of this. If you can change your returns by 1 or 2% to the positive or decrease your losses by 1 or 2%, this will yield hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars. $1 per day. Sign up now.
That is our take on valuations. Hopefully, we want the world to fall apart, and then we'll be buying. We know when the world is red, more people flock to our channel, and they're finally looking for answers. Paul and Mo will be there to guide us all. So that's our take. Final thumbs up, and we'll see you next video.